Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode.
Come on!
Let's do the intro, bruv. Excited our sky. Excited our seat, bruv.
Myself, Juls, Lavish, and the sore loser.
Come on.
So we're just going to jump straight into it off the back of a great Arsenal win,
A historic win.
Historic Arsenal win. I'm just going to go to Lavish first. Give us a rundown on the match from your perspective.
14 years.
Oh, brother.
14 years. We've lived through so many painful visits to OT, several glorious failures, several matches that we should have won at least 3-0, 4-0, but somehow we managed to lose. And in more recent years, somehow we managed to draw when they've been even worse. So today, I'm sporting the oldest Arsenal jersey I have in my locker. Obviously, it looks slim fit now, but this is a age 15 Arsenal kit. That's why, man, you get. But because it's just to commemorate a historic day, to break the OT curse, to break the spirit of Fergie, to break Arsenal from bondage. And you know why? Because this was because of Thomas Partey. First season at the club, first time at OT, held it down. Only midfielder on the pitch. And let's just say a special shout out to Mohamed El Neni, because when players get it wrong at Arsenal, we're quick to say it. But he held it down. Held it. Two best midfielders.
That's the party effect, though.
Can I please finish?
That's the party effect.
Hello, Arsenal
Thank you. So, two elite midfield performances by our two, and I'm very happy. It's mad how football shapes your week after the bad news we've heard from Bojo. But cool. Going into the game, fantastic first half performance. But we've seen something like that with Arsenal, Man United, in that we play well, but we don't score. So the fact that we won this, even though it was 1-0, and Aubameyang ended that, what people are calling the goal drought, I'm happy we got the 3 points. As for the game itself, this is the thing. And if you watch our radio show, Banks and I often go back and forth talking about United's style of play. And he often says, it's that we catch you on the counter. But if you give them the ball, they can't do anything to you. Give them the ball. You see, in this big game, when Man United normally, because they do well in big games, in most big games, they don't have the ball and they catch you on the counter. Now, I don't know if that was an Arteta tactic to let them have more of the ball, but it just managed that they had enough possession of the ball. They're scarier without the ball than with it. That's why, even though we defended well, what chances did you lot really have? It was only going to come from an Arsenal mistake. And it nearly did when the ball smacked Len on the face and hit the post. But Arsenal, I don't think we can take anything out of this match as a fan base, except from the individual performances from the new signings. So Gabriel, Partey, and I would say El Neni as a new signing, because but you know what I mean? The new...
Jesus Christ.
Breath of fresh air, El Neni, new signing, breath fresh air, better than Xhaka. I'll go find my old tweets to back that up. But anyway, breath of fresh air from those individual performances and the fact that no one made a mistake and the result. But as for ending this attacking drought, ending this attacking, what's the word? You're not scrunching up your face. Ending this attacking drought. Yeah, I can't agree with that. Do you hear me? You missed the whole thing.
That bit cut out.
No, I said the ending. What did you say?
No, I said aside, we could take from it the individual performances and the result. But as for us being we played well, we did play well. But as for saying going forward in the final third, the attacking play, chance creation, okay. Yeah. We still have that issue.
Yeah, I can agree.
Bojo has blood on his hands. Lock off Premier League football. There's no need for it. Let's save lives by staying indoors. There's no need to send these Premier League footballers all across the country. There's no need. I don't want to see that ever again. McTominay will go and hide from the ball for no reason. No reason whatsoever. And it's so stressful. It's so stressful to see because once Arsenal pressed, we couldn't do nothing. I saw Lindelof and Maguire just dilly-dallying about the back because they had nowhere to go. Them two are rubbish. They're bozos in their own thing. If you ain't got the midfield to help them, give them an option to make a pass. They ain't doing nothing. They're doing less than nothing with it. And the fact that it feels like every single Man United fan could see that except for Ole, who came out from the second for the second half with the same team, the same tactics. It was only, like I could tell, it was only going to go one way. It was only going to go one way. Ole, I swear, once you get the pressure off of him, he loses his mind. Whatever's up here, he loses it. He loses it. Man was under pressure for 4 games, had a nice little run, and he decided to do this. This is what I hate about United, man. Because we play that game 100 more times and Arsenal win 99 of them. Do you know how disgusting it is to say that? We played that exact game again with the same tactics, and Arsenal win every time. And Ole probably still doesn't see that. Carrick, McKenna, Phelan, whoever else he's got on that bench, they still don't see. You play that same team there, we lose every time. Oh my days, blood.
But here's what's funny. Jules, remember when he said when you asked on Saturday what's United's best team and he couldn't give you an answer? I said put McTominay.
What did I tell you?
You said put Matic.
I told you McTominay is not part of that team.
Yeah,
I told you McTominay is not part of that team.
And you said put Matic, and Matic came on.
He played
while we was chasing the game. It's too late by then.
It was 1-0, bro. It was 1-0 and you're at home.
Chasing the game.
It was 1-0 and you're at home.
It's 1-0. It's 1-0 and we're at home. Why aren't we setting the tone? Why are we letting Arsenal press us? Why aren't we setting the tone, trying to get on the ball? Why aren't we doing that?
No,
why aren't we doing that?
Fantastic questions, but that's not how you play, and you know this. My point is this.
No, but we saw against Leipzig. We saw against Leipzig midweek. What happens when you've got Matic, Pogba, Fred, and Van der Beek on in that midfield? It looks good. They was doing the work defensively and offensively, and they were keeping the ball a bit better. You add McTominay into that picture, and all of a sudden, there's no outball into midfield.
So you're saying you take McTominay out of that and you'd have put Matic instead, like different game.
Put Matic and Van der Beek in that diamond, and it's a different game. Yeah, what did I tell you when I was making the team on Saturday? I told you put Van der Beek in the diamond, put Matic there. That's all I said. But this one, Bruno Fernandes, he's losing the ball every second, making it so easy for Arsenal to come and attack us down the side. We've got no winger to track Juls left side and Juls right side, so it's easy for you lot. You can't put Bruno in the tip of that diamond when he's going to be giving the ball away every 10 seconds, because I literally cannot remember him. This is one thing that pisses me off about Bruno so much. The first thing that comes to his mind, he's going to do that. He doesn't wait to see there's a better option.
Spam a pass, a driven pass. He loves it.
He's like, he doesn't care whether the pass is on or not. He's going to do it anyway. And when we give away the ball, now we're in trouble. We saw against Leipzig, that wasn't really an issue. It wasn't really. Leipzig had no way to counter us because we wasn't really giving the ball away when we had it in those situations. So it's just like, Ole, I want to know what the hell Ole and his coaching staff see in that team to keep putting it out and keep making the same mistake. Keep putting Fred and McTominay in the same midfield. You're going to get the same answers. You're going to get the game was lost in that midfield. You saw Thomas Partey, you saw Elneny dominating that midfield against a midfield. Pogba I don't want to talk on that penalty because he saw it coming a million miles away. Pogba was running, and I'm thinking, slow down, please. Do not get close to this guy. I saw penalty before it even happened. It was a shy penalty before it even happened because it was so bait and he couldn't even see it happening. Pogba, terrible. The whole midfield. The game was lost in that midfield, and
I agree with you there. The game was lost in that midfield, and it wasn't even close. Like, it wasn't a close.
It wasn't close.
It wasn't close.
As I said, play that game 99 times again, and I don't see us winning one the way we set up.
So, obviously, they're talking about all tacticals and masterclasses and all this. So, obviously, we can see as Arsenal fans that Arteta's game plan was more clearer than Ole's. But going from the lineup, like, if you see the lineup, you're just gonna think, what?
Arsenal fans are angry when they saw the lineup because they saw Elneny, they saw Holding.
I just thought, what is going on?
Why is Elneny and Holding playing?
Why is El Neni playing? Why is Holden playing? Why is Willian on the pitch?
For me, I was most angry at seeing Willian because of what he does to Luke. Because Luke Shaw's there. Because Luke Shaw's there to get got at. And our right side's very, very weak. And if there's any time to match a weak right side to give it some confidence, it's against Luke Shaw. So why? Because to this day, I don't know what Willian does, you know. Banks said it. Those 3 assists he gave you in Fulham, you're going to get another 3 after Christmas. And it's looking like it. And that's what you bought. Because I don't know what Willian does. Literally shuttles along the sideline. And that's it. Along the right wing. And that's it. Like, people said, oh, if we even get Willian, he can play Cam. Listen. People just...
You want to give him more of the ball, fam.
Remember that. When people were saying he can even play Cam, he used to play Cam at Shakhtar and sometimes at Chelsea. Listen. That's just in our stocks in Pepe. No Arsenal fan has stock in Willian because he bought him free. He wasn't even on the stock market. Let's put everything we can in this Pepe youth, man. Because and sorry, I'm deviating from the question.
Why did we not see Pepe today? Like from going that performance.
This man Arteta is bonded by the Nketiah. Like there's a bond. Like there's something there. You know, Wenger used to do it with Ramsey. He used to do it with 70th minute Chamber. So Chamber 70. Like there's certain specific things that you know with certain managers happening. Do you get? Yeah. So with what was it with Sarri? It was it Barkley for who was it? When it takes someone Kovacic. Yeah. But there's specific things you know is gonna happen with Arteta. You know, come rain, come shine. This guy we know Eddie Nketiah is coming off a Lacazette. And Lacazette will look upset, but then end up clapping himself up. You're tired. Get off the pitch. You're tired. You're tired.
He looks fuming. Like, are you really taking me off?
He's always fuming. Like he's always upset to come off, but you're tired and you can't hold the ball for more than 3 seconds. Like everything's bouncing off you. Like that Sunday League clip of like, I used to play ball, but my knee. That old Twitter video where you can't control the ball. Yeah. That's what every time that Lacazette reminds you of. And when it works, we're shocked. That's how you know we're good. When it works, we're like, oh. But like, more often than not, it doesn't. Word.
I'll give Pep the front three some credit for the way they pressed United and they made it uncomfortable for the centre backs and for the midfielders, because that was a big reason why that United couldn't get into the game. Like
they were scared,
and they were scared. They didn't want to give the ball to Fred. There's another person, like I've said this before, he vibrates when he receives the ball. It doesn't make everything you see, whenever you see receives the ball, it's like he's unsure and it's gonna bounce off him. Like every time he receives the ball, I'm thinking he's not controlling this. And it affects his passing as well. Like you like him when he's off the ball and he's running, chasing, making interceptions. When he gets the ball, it's like, fam, just cool down your body, just breathe in. So they targeted Fred. He couldn't make no passes in that first half. I think like if his pass completion was below 50%, I wouldn't be surprised. So you have to give credit to Arteta for defensively the shape that he set Arsenal up in. But he created a couple chances. To be fair, it was a dominating game. You had like 3 chances to score in the first half, which is like triple the amount of chances you usually have throughout a whole game. So Arteta set you up well in terms of doing both things, being well drilled defensively and creating chances.
We just need we got Everton next. We just need another loss and a draw. Exactly. But then the pressure comes back on, but he doesn't. And then you not need to win again, so he stays longer.
If we just play Champions League football, we'll be fine. Like if we just sack off Premier League football, just forget about that. We're fine. We get relegated, but we might make it to like the semi-finals of the Champions League. You've got to weigh the odds up. At this point.
Semi-finals.
You never know, because it seems like when it's time to play against the bigger teams and we have a game plan for that, it's all fine. But when it's time to go play your bread and butter, go play in the league in the country that you know, that's when you're confused. That's when you don't know what's going on. That's when your head's all shaking. So we might get relegated this season, but we might also make a Champions League final. You never know. You never know with this club. Just get me Pochettino and I'll be quiet. Just get me Pochettino and I'll be quiet.
Sky Sports are shameless. They put this Pochettino audition is coming on Monday Night Football. They said he's coming in the studio, and you know when the manager comes in the studio, it's an audition. It's an audition.
That's what they did for Mourinho. That's what they did for Mourinho as well, just to make sure he's still sharp, still got that little edge to him. Pochettino, don't worry, we're looking, man.
A little
This
pressure on
can't go on
Oli, then
forever.
they call Pochettino's agent.
They can't. This can't go on forever. It can't.
Nah, man. Long live Ole, man. Hope he stays there forever and ever.
It's sparking if I ever see him.
So quickly moving on to Everton, just as a whole. Banks, just talk us through. They've lost now their last 2 games.
Last 2 games, yeah.
Newcastle and
last 2 games, and they did. What was it? Newcastle and then Southampton last week.
Yeah.
So do we think their injuries, I want to say, play a massive part to this, or as a whole? Are they crumbling already? Because I know a lot of people were saying, "I'll give them to December, they're gonna crumble," but
it's tough because their main playmaker James Rodriguez has been out for the 2 losses, so that's a big, like, the way they're set up. It's all around getting James Rodriguez the ball, helping him. I says James Rodriguez, getting him the ball, letting him be dangerous. Literally proper Brexit. Getting him the ball and helping him be creative. But now that he's out of the side, like, you watch the game and where they really get the creativity from. They've got the Corey on the ball. Sigurdsson and Andre Gomez absolutely stunk today. Like, I can't, like, once the spotlight's on them and it's on them to be creative, you realise how bad that Everton team really is. Like, especially with their 2 fullbacks out as well, who like to get high and put in crosses. Seamus Coleman and Lucas Digne, they're out as well. So their season basically hinges on James Rodriguez being fit for the last 30 games. That's my opinion. If James isn't fit for those games, or if he misses a majority of them, then Everton will calmly go back to mid-table obscurity.
What Everton are. But funny enough, Jesus, before we round up, I just seen that Everton's linked with Isco. I just saw this, like, evidence. Yeah, I just don't ask. It might just be a rumor.
Wow. Why not, man? Because he ain't touching
a rumor, but it's just playing under Ancelotti, and obviously they're looking at how James has bounced back and, like, talk of the town and stuff. So,
sometimes just get your boy to come to the party. Say the party slamming, get your boy to come. That's what Ancelotti's doing. He did it with James. James will go shout Isco now. Hey, yo, it's popping over here. Let's go play some football. No problem. Because Isco isn't touching ball from Madrid, and he needs to get his career back on track. I ain't fat shaming him or nothing, but a professional, that's Luke Shaw territory. I don't even know if it's gone past Luke Shaw territory at this point, because he's big.
Yeah, just Real Madrid. I don't know how much tapas them man are throwing down over there, but you shouldn't be getting that big, man. You shouldn't be. It's unprofessional.
Well, that was a quick, short, snappy one from us. All sunny and happy over here. Don't know about them man over there. Thank you guys for listening, watching in. What are you praying for? You lot lost.
I'm praying for Ole to get out. You need to do these prayers sometimes, man. You need to do these prayers sometimes.
I'm so sorry, it's not happening. It's not.
And anyway, my season starts when Amad Diallo comes, man. That's when my season starts. I said it before.